the very first stream of the year, and I start talking when I'm on mute. What a good start it is. FPL 2023 is here. Game week 1. First week of the season, and I start my stream while I'm on mute. But anyway, we are here. Game week 1 is 2 hours and 28 minutes away. We have got final decisions to make. We have got teams to lock in. It fixed now though, yeah? It's fixed now, yeah, voice back, cool. Yeah, so we're going to be having a look at, well, my team. We've got a lot of exciting stuff to do during this stream. Really, I feel like I've been looking forward to this stream for so long. We've got my team reveal to do, which we'll talk about in just a moment, and we need to crack on with that because it's going to take a little bit of time. I've got memberships to give away to loads of you, and I've got football shirts to give away to all of you, all out of my own pocket. I'm going to make a heavy loss on this stream, but yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think the best way to do it is to just kick it off with, because the issue is I need to make sure that the gifting of memberships on YouTube actually goes to people in the stream. So we're going to try with one now, like channel memberships. So this will get you members only content for a month. It will get you members only streams, and it will get you members only vlogs as well that I do. That is just processing. Hopefully the person who wins it is in the chat. If not, we will have real problems. If you did get that membership, who did it go to? Patrick Coakley, congratulations. There's plenty to come, but that's just a little indicator. Basically, on my channel, I have members only content. So I do these like weekly vlogs where I talk about hot topics. So I did when Jesus was injured, beating the template defenders. And then once a week, I do members only chat streams as well. So we'll be doing lots of those. I'm going to give away so many of them. So Patrick, welcome for a month. But that's also how we're going to be doing the football shirt giveaways on YouTube as well. So where else to start than showing you my plans for the team selection video that we have got so far. So we are having... Oh, sorry, 2 secs. We are going to be spinning the wheel to announce my team over the course of this stream. Every 10 minutes or so, we will get a new player announced. My team is locked in, by the way. Like, it's done. Like, I'm not changing it. The only thing that might change it is if we... The only thing that might change is if we get news that Manchester City are not starting with Edison in goal, in which case I might change my team very slightly. But, yeah. So, get your questions fired in as well. 2,000 of you in here already. If you haven't already, please make sure to like the stream if you have not already. And anyone watching who's not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. If you do join as a member mid-tier or above on your own, then yeah, drop me a DM on Twitter or Instagram and we'll get you added to the group chat. So, should we start with just straight off the bat? Let's reveal one of these players, shall we? What number do you want to be revealed? I mean, it's going to be random. It's going to be random, but yeah. Yeah, let me know which one do you want. Of course, I can't actually remember which way round. Like, I know, of course, like no spoiler, Haaland is up front. Haaland is in one of the 2 forward slots. But I don't actually know which way round they are. So, which one do you want? 6? 6 is one of the defenders. 3, 4, 5, 9. Let's get the first one done. Let's get the first one done. I'm going to start the timer on my phone for every 10 minutes. Let's go. What number is it going to be? First up. Ooh, number 2, my central defender. My central defender is, of course, Ben Chilwell. First player to be announced before Game Week 1 deadline. Big fan of, his positioning on a lot of set pieces as well. Big. Think he's going to do good things this season. Chelsea's fixtures after Liverpool look really nice as well. So, very, very happy to have him. Think he's worth 5.5 million. If you have Ben Chilwell, if you don't have Ben Chilwell in your team, I think come game week 3 or so, people will be very much looking at a route to go and get him in. So, why not Reece James? I like Reece James. Reece James is great, but if he's not on penalties, then Chilwell is the better option. Reece James becomes a better option if he's on penalties. Right, let's do some questions in the chat. We can actually have some fixtures and stuff up on screen. James is potentially on pens, but you're picking James over Chilwell based off him potentially being off pens, but we actually know that Chilwell is on corners. What I should have done is had a timer on here that is count down to the next player. But anyway, we will get into it. So, we're going to have to slow down the chat even more. I thought it was slow enough, but apparently not. I cannot see what's going on. Rory, welcome back, mod and member. Let's go. How much better an option is Chilwell compared to Stones? So if we look at the City fixtures, Burnley away, Newcastle at home, Sheffield United away, I actually don't think the opening 3 fixtures are that great for them. Away to 2 newly promoted teams in the first 3 game weeks of the season, and then Newcastle as the other one. They might keep 2 clean sheets, but the other thing with John Stones is while Kyle Walker is there, I actually think it's not as good for his positioning as, potentially it would be if he wasn't there, because when Walker doesn't play, Stones gets further forward, whereas when Walker plays, Walker gets very far up that right-hand side, so it doesn't, when Walker plays, Stones doesn't get as far forward, basically. So when he signed the new contract, that was the final nail in the coffin for me to go without John Stones in my team. So, I am also live on TikTok. I don't know how this is going to work, but everyone on TikTok, come over to YouTube. But if you're not going to, just double tap the screen a few times. What I think of Son, absolutely not worth it when you've got Maddison and Richarlison at cheaper prices. Richarlison's going to score a brace. Yeah, I think Richarlison will be a nice option, but the thing with the Spurs fixtures is the Brentford away, Manchester United at home. I'm happy just to wait and see on those two fixtures. And then when game week 3 comes around, I can review what's happening with Richarlison. So I'm going to not own Spurs going into the start of the season, and then we will see. Playing Foden out of the gate, a good idea. If we get news that he starts tonight, which we should get early Manchester City team news, then he's great. But Martinelli or Odegaard, it's very close. It kind of depends on the money you have. It really is close between them, especially with Havertz likely to play up front, because if Havertz plays up front, it does mean the positioning of Odegaard becomes a little bit better, because then they play both Rice and Partey together, and then Odegaard plays in the 10. Whereas when it's Havertz and Odegaard in midfield together, it's not that. It's a little bit worse for Odegaard. I'd rather Martinelli. If I had exactly the right amount of money for Odegaard, I'd rather Martinelli and 500,000 in the bank, I think. You've missed FPL. I've missed these streams so much. We do have time, but it's not long until we get, another player revealed. Alvarez to start for City. I think it's one of Alvarez and Foden. I'm not sure both will start. Why do I pause in the middle of my talking? I know, I'm sorry. I need to stop it. I need to stop. But you won't have time to reveal a player every 10 minutes. I will. So I've also got, this is geeky stuff, but it's called a Stream Deck. So I can just remove screen really easily. I can mute myself really easily. That's great. Can play the outro, but I want to do that. So yeah. But yeah, we'll crack on. We'll do some a little bit quicker. Plus, we're going to give away a couple of football shirts as well during this stream. Mount as an option, like not for me. 7 million, you could. I'd rather punt on Richarlison than punt on Mason Mount. Quick question: is Stones going to play today? I think so. We should get Manchester City team news before the start of the deadline. Your Brighton keeper still is nailed on. No. So there were quotes today from De Zerbi that literally said, I'm going to play both my keepers at points during the start of the season based on form and based on who I want to play. So do not own a Brighton goalkeeper in your Game Week 1 draft. Do not have a Brighton goalkeeper in your Game Week 1 draft. There are rumours of Ruben Dias not playing. Yes, so if you have Ruben Dias of Manchester City as well, do not have him in your Game Week 1 draft either. Take him out. Apparently he has concussion and will not be playing tonight. You're best off going with Gvardiol or John Stones if you do want a Manchester City defender. We are 3 minutes away from doing another player. Start Jackson as a front 3 or Mbeumo as a 5 midfield. I like Mbeumo quite a lot, so I'd probably go with him, to be honest. You don't get Pedro hype. His minutes are not saved. Watkins are cert. I think Pedro will start. I do think João Pedro will start. But that's, up to... I think he'll start. But the issue with João Pedro is if you're starting with João Pedro, you need either a third striker. He needs to be your third striker, or you need to leave money in the bank to upgrade him. Anyone know who'll be in goal for Chelsea? It will be Kepa to start the season unless he goes to Real Madrid, in which case, of course, it'll be Sanchez. But I think Kepa will stay and I think it will be him. But I don't think he's worth the money. You know my whole team. You follow me everywhere. My team is not the same as it was this time yesterday. It's not the same as it was in the video. There are changes to it. 2, I think. Actually, no, more than 2. More than 2, I think. Wilson or Watkins. I wouldn't start with Wilson. Wilson's not played consistently enough in pre-season. I do think they're going into the season with Wilson or Isaac. I don't think they're going to start the season. They're going to play together this season, especially with Europe. They don't want to do that, so... Currently between Mbeumo and Mitoma at the moment. So I put a tweet up of my top ranking midfielders. Also, guys, I did a thread, and I'm going to do this every week, and we can talk about it on stream, of predicted lineups for every single... Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. I do predicted lineups for every single team, so go and check that out. And... I love people trying to guess. I've actually got one player in here that I don't think I've mentioned having at all. Sanen, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I have my top 5, 6.5 million midfielders here. Can we speed up the rolls? We've got a minute until the next one. Is March being overlooked? Potentially. Like, I do like March as a pick, but... I do like March as a pick. Let me get up and we can... Let me get this up. Right. We're going to do another player. Let's get that next player decided. What number do we want? What number do we want? Oh. Why is Shaw not being mentioned by anyone? He is being mentioned by a few people, but their fixtures are fine for the first 3, but they're not great defensively long term. So, let's have a look. Who's it going to be? Put your numbers, guesses in the chat. It is going to be number 9. It is my goalkeeper, and it is... one of the players that has changed in my draft. It is one of the players that has changed in my draft. So, we're going to reveal number 9. it is Jordan Pickford. Pickford in goal over Sam Johnson for the start of the season. I have made a change looking at the preseason results and Tarkowski being back fit. Martinelli and Mbeumo or Maddison and Eze, Onana or Pickford. I'd go Martinelli and Mbeumo or Maddison and Eze. Martinelli and Mbeumo definitely. And I've gone Pickford as my goalkeeper. The goalkeeper one is one that is causing a lot of debate for the start of the season. Jota will start, I think so, but we don't know. How about Pedro, Haaland, Jackson? A lot of people are doing that in a 3-4-3. It's quite a nice way, especially if you've got a good bench. Why Gabriel over Saliba? We'll get to them in a minute. Steele, don't own the Brighton keepers. He literally said, I'm going to rotate my keepers today. Yeah, he said it in his press conference today. I don't want to miss the super chats. Gander that, thank you for joining members only content tier. If you guys join those tiers, please make sure you message me on Twitter or Instagram and I will get you added to the group chats after this. Martinelli, Salah and Martinelli versus Jackson, Rashford, Bruno. I will spoiler it now. I don't have Mo Salah in my draft and I'm not going to own Mo Salah for game week 1. Haaland bench, early sub risk, playing Sunday, Friday, Wednesday, Saturday. No, I think he starts and I think he plays. It's a big enough gap. He hasn't had that many minutes in preseason either. I'm all good. Thank you, Paul. You choose Ramsdale, but I wouldn't go Ramsdale because David Raya, I think, will take the place at some point. What about Garnacho? Again, I think he'll start game week 1, but after that, it will become a little bit of a rotation risk for them. So, where are we? Richarlison's a good punt. I like him. But I'm happy to wait and see on the Spurs fixtures. So, if we have a look. If we look at the Spurs fixtures, they play Brentford away, United at home in the first 2. I'm just going to wait and see what happens in those two. Why Pickford? Their pre-season form is pure dodgeball. It is pure dodgeball. So Flecken to Pickford. I prefer Pickford. Thoughts on Mitrovic? Haven't seen many people talk about him. I think he's staying, but it's not certain he's going to stay, so that's a big enough risk. Max, thank you for joining as a base tier member. Would I do Colwell, Botman and Udogie from best to worst? And if I had to pick 2 out of the 3, who would I pick? So I did a tweet on this as well. I got all the useful stuff for you guys. The best 4.5 defenders. Mings, Udogie, Botman, Pinnock, Colwell in that order. So based off your question, Udogie, Botman, Colwell. Why not Johnston? They were good at the end of last season, but it has been a while since Palace have had a realistic... Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen again. Since they've had a realistically good long-term goalkeeper. So, yeah. I'm so excited for the start of the season. Is this my final draft? Yeah, so my team is locked in. My team is done. I'm not changing my team unless we get, injury news that someone in my team is injured or, a transfer that we don't expect. If we suddenly hear in the next hour that Kepa is going to Real Madrid, then I will change my goalkeeper and I will have Bai Sanchez. It's simple as that. But, yeah. So, what about Almiron? Almiron is, fine. Again, the Newcastle fixtures are really difficult. So, they got Villa, City, Liverpool, Brighton in their first 4 and Brentford after that. So, I just think it's too difficult. Why Botman over Chilwell? Over Colwell? Botman's better for bonus. I'm not set on Chelsea being great defensively. I think the fullbacks have enough attacking threat to make them good enough. But I'm, not set on Chelsea keeping loads of clean sheets yet. So I am going to wait and see. I think Cole was a good pick, right? But I prefer, if you can wait and actually you only need them from game week 5 or so, Botman's the better pick. What's my thoughts on Trossard? I don't know Trossard's going to start. I think he deserves to, and I would, if I was Arsenal manager, I would start him. But yeah, why Mbeumo get the hype? Eze be better. The fixtures, if you look at the fixtures for Crystal Palace, Sheffield United, then it got Arsenal, Brentford, Villa away in the next 3 after that, and a lot of them are away. And Crystal Palace are rubbish away, whereas Brentford, Spurs at home, like Fulham away, Palace at home, Bournemouth at home, Newcastle away, and then after that it's still easy. Like the long-term fixtures are better from Mbeumo. Best Brighton, 6.5, Mitoma, definitely. Pedro, Watkins, Haaland front three is very popular and, I mean, quite template, but there's nothing wrong with that. And Maddison or Watkins, Haaland, and then I'd go Watkins, Haaland, Bruno. I'd go Watkins, Haaland, Bruno. .5 mid is better. I'd go Anderson because I think Chelsea will sign someone because of the length of that injury. I don't think we'll play with Chukwuemeka. I think he'll start this weekend, but I don't think we'll go into the season with him being our first choice. I don't think we'll go into the start of the season with him being first choice. Has Raya hasn't officially left, but I don't think he's going to play game week 1. I'd be surprised. I don't think he's played a single minute, has he? Yeah, Harry Kane to Bayern. It does make Richarlison quite a nice option. There are 4,500 of you in here and only 500 likes. That's crazy. I release my team. Yes. Yeah, I will. Like, we're going to slowly do it, but we are going to get there. Sorry, I shouldn't be clicking. I should be using my fancy new Stream Deck. What I was saying on Twitter as well is I would love... The one thing that YouTube streaming misses is being allowed to play music. You're not allowed to play music because they don't have it's copyright. But like on Twitch, etc., you can. I would love to have like music playing, like, but I would do no like FPL talk. Eze, hat-trick against Sheffield United, feel the pain. I mean, he may do, but his returns at the end of last season, he massively overperformed. Glass 1 of water down. Cash better than Mings, surely. Cash is not nailed. They could easily play Konza at right back and then put Luca Dean or Moreno at left back once he's fully fit. We can talk about some players here as well. Like, this is Plan FPL. It's great. It gives you predicted points and stuff like that as well. If we do, like, people are wondering what goalkeeper I want to go with. Ramsdale. So Pickford is expected to basically match Johnson, but there's not much between them. Ramsdale I wouldn't own because of course, you know, they're going to start with, if they do sign David Raya, which I wouldn't be surprised if we suddenly saw David Raya actually go to Real Madrid now that they have their injury there. There's going to be a bit of a goalkeeper merry-go-round, I think, with that one. Ederson, no chance. So yeah, don't own Steele. This can be a team of people to avoid. Up front, like, don't own Ferguson, for example. Like, don't have him in your team. Midfield, like, I just wouldn't own Son. In defence, like, definitely won't own Ben White. Way too expensive. Richarlison's fine. Like, I don't mind Richarlison as a punt in midfield. I don't mind it at all. I quite like it, actually. Oh, God, we got to do another team member. Right, what number do you guys want? We're going to do a football shirt giveaway as well in a minute. We're going to do football shirts as well. You're keeping Johnson, fair enough. What I didn't realise, right, put it in the chat, is the fixtures for Crystal Palace and for Everton in the first 6 are exactly the same. And not just the same teams, the same home and away for both teams, right? Sheffield United away, Fulham at home, Fulham at home. Newcastle at home. Sorry, Arsenal at home, Arsenal at home. Brentford away, Brentford away. Wolves at home, Wolves at home. Villa away, Villa away. Fulham at home. Like, it's exactly the same. So, let's have a look. Who is it going to be? Next player is number... Oh, I thought that was going to be number 3, which is a juicy one. But no, it is number 1. We've already started the timer. There's only 9 minutes to the next one. Is Pervis Estupiñan. Maybe that's an obvious one. Maybe he was always going to be in there. But I am starting the season with him. I think the Brighton fixtures for the first 3 are just too nice, to be honest. So, yeah, I am starting the season with Pervis Estupiñan. I do plan on selling him going into game week 4 or game week 5. But I am going to start the season with him. The most highly owned defender in FPL, Pervis Estupiñan. I imagine everyone in the chat has him as well. Mount and Timber over Bruno and Gabriel. Please don't do that. No. Go Bruno and Gabriel. Can I please share thoughts on Gvardiol? I think he'll start tonight. I think he's fine for 5 million. Is benching Watkins for game week 1 okay? Like, a lot of people who are going Watkins and João Pedro will be benching Watkins game week 1. I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate it. I think it's a bit unnecessary. And actually, all that tends to happen is you are only starting... You're only starting João Pedro in 1 game week. So, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to have João Pedro if you're just going to start him in 1 week? Mbeumo or Mitoma? Mbeumo. So I can take you through my top rankings in all the positions. Like, I tweeted them all out today. So goalkeeper, I have Pickford first, Johnson second, Onana third. Turner, the 4.0 at Forest. I'm on the wrong screen again. Then, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, bring on the deadline. Bring on the deadline. Anyway. Start Stones and transfer out for Chilwell. I'd probably just start Chilwell. So 4.5 defenders, I like Mings. I like Udogi. It depends if you need to play them early on or not. Premium defenders, Chilwell first, then Shaw, then Stones, then James. In terms of my 6.5 million midfielders, Mbeumo, Eze, Mitoma, Diaby, and then Harvey Barnes is last. It could be Bernardo Silva as well. Premium mids like Saka, Rashford. If any of you are looking at your teams at the moment and either Saka or Marcus Rashford are not in your drafts at the moment, please go and put them into your teams. Please go and put Saka and Rashford into your teams. Please, please, please. And then the forwards, Haaland, Watkins, João Pedro. It depends like your squad structure for those two, of course. Of course. Right. It is 4:30. We've been streaming. We've got 2 hours to go into the deadline. Thank you guys. If there's anyone watching who hasn't subscribed as well, like I will plug it during the stream, but the support in pre-season has been like crazy. We just passed 70,000 subscribers as well. So yeah, which is like mental. So I appreciate it all so much. But if you haven't, liked and subscribed, that would be fantastic. So, got to be careful what tab I click on because I do have my team open on some of my tabs. Darwin or Watkins? Watkins. Gvardiol. I think if he starts, he'll be very popular come like game week 3 or so. I think he'll be very popular come game week 3 or so. Spin that wheel soon. It is 5 minutes. It will all be really Sponge. Anyone going to Fantasy Football Fest in the chat, I will be there, but of course I'll be there after the deadline. I will release the whole team. Am I afraid about Martinelli? I think Martinelli's a good pick. I think he's a good pick. Bit off topic, but what team do I support? I support Chelsea. Is this my final team being revealed? Yep, it is. João Pedro is a nice pick. Like, I can't put anyone off going for him. Jackson or Mbuemo, game week 1. Jackson or Mbuemo. I'd probably play Mbuemo. Spurs are just not that great defensively. I would probably go Mbuemo, particularly because he's at home as well. Best bench forward. So there's probably a few. Balogun's being linked with West Ham, which would be a crazy good signing for FPL. Archer's being linked with Sheffield United. If not, Ubama at West Ham is probably at the moment going to get the most minutes. Will Walker start for City? I think so, but I don't know. Why not Onana? I don't think he's worth 5 million, to be honest. Chilwell, yes, Chilwell is in. What did I have for lunch? I had leftover rice and chicken from last night. Will Foden start? I'd predict that Foden starts. In my predicted lineups, I do have Phil Foden in the starting lineup. I do have it. I do. Don't know why that's gone all weird, but Foden is predicted to start. He's one of the players at risk, so anyone with a 50% is at risk. But he is predicted to start, yeah. Bernardo Silva nailed to start. I'd be very surprised if Bernardo Silva doesn't start, to be honest. So, yeah. Martinelli or Maddison, and why? I'd start with Martinelli. You can use the first 2 weeks when Arsenal play Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace to review how Spurs are going to be, and then buy them for Bournemouth, Burnley, Sheffield United. I think it's the best way to do it. Like, I don't want to be bullish and start with loads of Spurs. So, please answer Matoma or Eze. Eze. Eze I like more. He got more route to points, which is really important when I pick players at that price point. Oh, that's Ross. Yeah, Eze second. Routes to points. So what I mean by that is picking players who are on corners, on free kicks, on corners, yeah, free kicks, like penalties, which you get with Eze and Mbuemo, but you don't get with Matoma. Right. Yeah, so definitely. Do I always change your team before on live? Like, I probably will show my team, like, on the stream. Yeah, normally, yeah. How much money in the bank? I've got some in the bank. Yeah, I haven't spent all my money. Trent or Mbuemo to start game week 1. I feel like if you're buying Trent, like, you just have to play him. Yeah, even in the Chelsea fixture, I would probably just play him. How long have we got? We got a minute. Right, a couple more questions. Let's do some quick fire ones. Henry or Udogie? It depends if you need to play them early on in the season or not, because Udogie's good later on, but Henry's probably better if you need to start them. So if you're rotating 4.5s, Henry. If they're just a bench player, probably Udogie. Next player, yes, it's coming. Yes, it is. Why do I pick Pickford over Johnston? Crystal Palace, like, Eze will mop up bonus if they score, whereas Everton don't score a lot of goals, basically. Just tuned in. Any City team use net. Apparently, Ruben Dias hasn't travelled. That's basically all we know. Chelsea Essential game week 3. I don't know, but I'm quite happy that I've got one in my team for when it comes around. So, we're also going to do some memberships as well. Membership gifting. Remember, if you sign up for a membership, drop me a message on Instagram or Twitter. If you get gifted one, don't. So, next player. Which number do you want? We've got a lot of the defenders out the way. It's a bit boring. We need some midfield in here. What number would you like? It's all of the bench. We will be revealing all of the bench players. That is an exciting one. So, I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. Right. let's unlock that one. We're going to talk about them one by one. Which way should we go? So, the first one, I need to remove that. Is Kabore of Luton Town. He has been in all of my drafts. I think he's the best 4.0 defender. He's playing wing back for them, and he rotates nicely with the rest of my defenders in the fixtures that I want to play them in. I have my team on my background on TikTok Live. It's actually an old screenshot, so you can go and have a look at it if you want. But next up, no Brighton attack. No. I don't think they're as essential as people make out. Next up, we have a change. I've gone with Udogie over a second 4.5 defender. If anyone saw it, we'll go on to it in a minute. The rotating defenders that I have are really nice. I think he's very attacking. I want a piece of that Spurs team. So Udogie is in there. Then my 4.5. My 4.5 forward. Someone just said I called Andy out for not revealing his team. Absolutely not. I would never. But I also am going to be revealing my whole team. So, and then the final one is the goalkeeper. So Turner is, of course, the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper who has signed from Arsenal. There is doubt actually about whether Henderson is going to move or not. So, yeah, we are going with Turner. We're going with Archer, hoping that he does move to Sheffield United. So that's why I've gone with Archer. I think that move to Sheffield United is going to happen, which means he's going to be first choice striker at Sheffield United. He might even be on penalties as well. For 4.5, I think it's a fantastic option, which means, of course, I only have 2 starting strikers. There was no Mubama. Udogie plays for Spurs. He's 4.5 million and he is their left back. So yeah, Archer, very strongly rumoured to be going to Sheffield United, who are in need of a striker. Of course, sold their best striker as well. So, sold their best striker. So, Archer is been allowed and given permission to leave Aston Villa this window. So, we are going with Archer. Some memberships coming people's way as well. Weak bench. I think my team's pretty nailed. That's why I'm okay with it. Martinelli or Odegaard. If you need the money in the bank, Martinelli probably. Is this unveiling what my game week squad or no? So this is unveiling my squad. There's a few changes to the team that I unveiled yesterday. Wall, Pertinger, Tim Evans, RP, Anmol. Congratulations on your memberships. Hi, how are we doing? Mbuemo and Eze for second 6.5 million mid. Mbuemo and Eze. Mbuemo is top for me. Udogie nailed, yeah. We have had no midfielders or forwards yet. Very boring. Archer will be a starter for Sheffield. If he goes, absolutely. Absolutely. Why is Bruno so highly owned? I mean, he's on penalties. He's an incredible footballer. Am I fully revealing my team? Yeah. How long till the next reveal? A few minutes. You're very curious option whether you prefer a Charlton and Jackson or Watkins and Mbuemo. Watkins and Mbuemo. Will Guardiola start? I'd probably spend the extra 0.5 if you have it on John Stones. But if you need the money to do elsewhere, I don't think Guardiola is a bad pick at all. Sorry, Mings or Tarkowski. I have Mings first. Thoughts on De Bruyne? I don't think he will start today. Steps, thank you for joining as a member. Do you always change your team? That's fine. Cool. Martinelli or Maddison? Why? Yeah, Martinelli. Let's have a review on Maddison. Right, Mbuemo or Richarlison? Let's do some quick fire questions. Mbuemo or Richarlison? Mbuemo for the start. Archer over Obama, yes. When do I plan to swap Udogi in? So yeah, let me show you the rotation. Of course, like it's probably quite obvious who my other like defender is. So Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, Luton, and Brighton to start. So of course I've got an Arsenal defender as my last one, but we did hear that Zinchenko was back in training, and I'm a big fan of Zinchenko and Timber as well. I will then play Udogi away at Burnley, against Sheffield United, against Luton, and against Fulham in the first 9. I might even play him in game week 3 against Bournemouth as well, if Spurs are looking really good. If they're not, then I will, keep Luton, Fulham, West Ham, and then I would plan on selling Estupiñan and probably going to Nathan Jobling, definitely is team up. And going to either Botman, or if I've got the spare money, I'll go up all the way up to Trippier. I'll go all the way up to Trippier. Mbumo, sorry. I've gone for Salah, have I? Is Son a good punt? No, go Richarlison or go Richarlison or go Maddison. Yeah. Anthony or Richarlison. Richarlison. What do I think about Trossard? What are my thoughts on Johnston and Flecken? Rotation. I don't rotate my cheap keepers. It's just not something I really want to do. Archer being linked with Leeds. Archer has been very heavily linked with Sheffield United. He's been very heavily linked with Sheffield United. Let me find it. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just being reported by quite a lot of... Yeah. Looks like he's going to be staying in the Prem either way. You want to reveal my number 10 already? You know it's Haaland. I actually don't know. I can't remember which way round they are. I don't know if he's on the left or on the right. When we get Haaland, we'll do one of the football shirt giveaways. Because Haaland's boring. Let's do a roll. Yeah, how long have we got left? Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, let's bring some of these forward. So, next up. Number 11. Left midfielder. Of course, and actually my vice captain. Marcus Rashford. We'll reveal a few of these. We might do these a little bit quicker. Because 10 minutes is quite a long time. And is boring for you lot. Watkins or João Pedro plus 2 million in the bank. If you're going to keep the money in the bank, just start with Watkins. Thoughts on Salah? He's a great option, but it does change your squad structure a lot if you go with him. What I think of Diaby, you're edging him over Eze. Eze, I just like the routes to points that he has. Chilwell over Shaw or Stones. Yes for me. Yes for me. Reveal my 2 strikers first so you can go to sleep. Why vice captain? I suppose it could be on an Arsenal player, but they play Monday night and everyone knows how much I love Monday night fixtures. Which of course they are. I'm not going to do it, right? But I am quite tempted. Let's bring this down from 10 minutes. 7 sounds good. I'm not going to do it, but I would love to move my captaincy armband off Erling Haaland. If I was a more daring manager, maybe I would do it, but I do really fancy City not to dominate Burnley and Forest and Wolves to get beaten easily and comfortably by both United and Arsenal. So I do fancy that a little bit, but steal another keeper, if so, why? So they basically, in the press conference today, I don't know where the quotes are, but oh, wow. I may have just ruined it all. Anyway, we'll pretend that didn't happen. What was the question? I don't remember what the question was. Rash or Bruno? Rashford first, definitely. Udogie or Henry? Udogie's the one in my draft. What do I think about Robertson? No chance. No chance. Everyone's like... Why Archer if he's leaving? Because he's going to stay in the Prem. Why don't I start with Stones and sell Estupiñan? Because I think Chilwell will do well. Let's all pretend that didn't happen. Nobody saw. Exactly. Let's just move on. This is a fun game. Jackson or Pedro to start / bench? Jackson or Pedro? You've got to start Pedro if you've got him. If you're buying Pedro and you're not starting him at home to Luton on the opening day, I don't know why you're owning him. Archer is going to Leeds. I don't think he is. I'm pretty certain he's not going to Leeds. Thoughts on Chukwuemeka? I think Chelsea will sign someone. I think he'll start in that midfield role. I think we'll start in that midfield role for maybe the first couple of games, but I think we'll sign someone. JT, I love it. Matoma in the first few game weeks and then Mbeumo in after. The thing is, you're just booking in transfers doing this. There is going to be enough that happens that you're going to want those transfers early on that I don't like. People are like, oh, I'm going to bring in Chilwell. Then I'm going to start with Mitoma and I'm going to sell him. There's going to be enough that goes on that you're going to need to make changes to your lineup, I think. So, Elise to Chelsea could definitely happen. Captain Haaland or Rashford. So my captaincy thing is up in the top corner up there. It does have Erling Haaland first. Hope you win the football shirt. We'll do that. Is Reece James an option? Hopefully people who join the stream late, they're just like, oh, he's still revealing his team and does not realising that everyone in the stream has seen me flash it up. Right. Is Kane Saga not putting you off Spurs players? I'm a big fan of Ange Ball, a little bit, actually. Oh, should we spin the wheel? We've got 2 minutes. No, we won't. Take too long to reveal. All right, well, we can do the next one then. All right. I'm going to cut the timer down to 5 minutes. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half an hour. That will be them all done. No, we're keeping it as is. 11 has been taken. How to win the t-shirt. Oh, the football shirt. Yeah, we'll do that as well. You missed the team slip up. Why do I get rid of Johnson? The Pickford, this is Everton in pre-season, right? Let me show you Everton in pre-season. 1-0 win, 1-0 win, 0-0 draw, 1-0 win, 2-1 win. They've conceded 1 goal all pre-season. They've conceded 1 goal all pre-season. So, yeah, I'm going there. I'm going with him, to be honest. 10 must be Haaland. I just can't remember which way around I put my forwards. I mean, I'm on the wrong screen again. Yeah, like those results are classic Dice ball. I just think I think Dice just had time to embed his defensive football into Everton over the summer. So, top 4 prediction. Well, we could do predictions. Can I do... Let's have a look. I'll try and get a season prediction up here. Here we go. We can do this. First, who's going to win the league? I wonder. Right. Put some predictions for where people... We'll do that in a minute, but we are going to spin the wheel first. It is another midfielder. It is number 8. Any guesses? Bukayo Saka. Spurs to win the league. No chance without Harry Kane. No chance with Harry Kane. Spin that wheel. So, Saka next. So, mainstream. So, Man City first. I know you guys have got questions, so start putting your questions in and we'll do a quick round of rapid fire questions. What a surprise. I know. Ming's good. I think Saka's my favourite midfielder in the whole game. Yeah, so, boring template. I mean, like, I've got Bukayo Saka in my draft. Like, he's the best midfielder in the game. Does the order of your starting 11 matter? No. Steele or someone else? Someone else. De Zerbi's literally said that he's going to rotate his goalkeepers this season. He's literally said he's going to rotate his goalkeepers this season. So, if Spurs win the league without Kane, it's not going to happen, surely. Yeah, so he said that they're going to rotate, so don't go with the Brighton keepers. Diaby or Richarlison? I'd start with Richarlison over Diaby, I think. Is Pickford and Everton defender a good choice? I wouldn't double up on them. No, I wouldn't double up on them. Why Chilwell over Stones? I'm unsure of the City opening fixtures, to be honest. Why am I not consider Richarlison if Kane waves goodbye? I am considering them, but their first couple of fixtures are not nearly as easy as... Yeah, so like Brentford away, United at home. I'm going to wait and see what I get from them there. Botman or Chilwell game week 1. I play Botman. Sorry, that's not helpful, is it? Their fixtures, Brentford away, United at home. So... will early team news make any difference to my team? Yes. If we get news that Edison's not starting, which I think is a possibility, then I will bring in Ortega for Turner. For midfield with Salah and Garnacho in the bench. Like, Garnacho is good for the first few weeks, but then I don't think he's going to start once Højlund is fit and available. Is Udogie rotation risk with Perisic? No, Perisic seems to be playing on the wing for Spurs. Is it bad to start Mings this week? No. If Haaland is not starting, what will I do? If Haaland's not starting, then the whole thing goes up in flames, but I'd probably keep him. Right, we'll do another one. People are getting bored. It's taking too long. It's taking too long, and I'm getting bored of it as well, to be honest. Right, next. Number 4, another midfielder. Any guesses? It's an interesting one. It is Gabriel Martinelli. I am going with Gabriel Martinelli over... I'm going with Gabriel Martinelli over going with Martin Odegaard. Yes. Yeah, going with Gabriel Martinelli over going with Martin Odegaard. I just think while Gabriel Jesus is out, so he should be absolutely fine. On Ortega, Turner, Evans, Harry. No, I'm not doing, and I don't want anyone else. If Ortega starts, do not go Ortega, Turner. You are asking for trouble. You are asking for trouble. People don't like my Teams 2 template, but like I'm picking players I think are going to score the most points. Right, so... So, delete 11, 4, 8. 11, 8, 4. They're on 11, 8 and 4. So. Bruno, Maddison or Rash and Richarlison. I prefer Richarlison. I think he's the best option. I think he's the best option at... I think he's the best Spurs midfielder. Sorry, that's what I was trying to spit out. Let's do a little poll. Start a poll. Who is your 6.5 million mid? Who is your favourite? 6.5 million mid. Mbuemo. Mitoma. Other. Let's put that in the chat. Let's see what you say. So, let's see what you all say. 700 votes on this already, and Mbuemo's number 1. How long have we got? I've got an hour and a half until the stream. Why not change Chilwell to James with him being on pens? We don't know that James is on pens, though. We don't know it. Oh, wait, I'm missing number 3 on the wheel. Did I remove it? Maybe I spun it to test it. Back it goes. There we go. Start Mbuemo or João Pedro. If you've got João Pedro and you're owning João Pedro for game week 1, like you have to start him. You have to start him. Oh, that's why I removed 11. Have I even got the right numbers? 5, 7. Why is 8? Oh, I didn't click remove. That's why. 11 shouldn't be on the wheel. 4? 4 shouldn't be on the wheel either. When people have been like, oh, remove 4 and 8, and I've been like, what? Like, I've already revealed them. No, Harry. They were trying to help you. Is Wan-Bissaka a good option? No, he's not nailed. He's not nailed. Right. I mean, you want another one. We've had the time. It's 5 o'clock as well. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Right. All right, we'll do another one. And we'll talk about that. It's a really interesting question about bench boosting in Game Week 1. A lot of people have spoken about it. I don't think it's as bad a strategy as I used to. I'm still not doing it. Of course, looking at my bench, like I'm still not doing it. But, yeah. Right, what number do you want next? But we'll talk about bench boost in just a second once we've done this. It's 7 p.m. here. I like the noise. Can you hear the noise? Ding, ding, ding. The first guess, number 5, is correct. Number 5 is correct. Guesses? Brian and Buemo. Why is Edison a doubt? Yeah, I missed your super chat. What was your name? DMK. Salah and Garnacho versus Bruno in a 6.5. Bruno in a 6.5 because I don't think you captain Salah much. And spoiler, number 7 is not Mo Salah. So, yeah, I think I would go Bruno in a 6.5. Because Garnacho is great short term, but his minutes are so far from being nailed. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at. Right. Right. Bruno. Why Archer? He's linked to be moving to either Sheffield United or Crystal Palace as well, actually. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with him as an option. Who should I start, Eze or Watkins? The rest is locked. I'd start Eze. Like, again, if you're benching Eze in Game Week 1 with his fixture, I think it's probably not what I would do. 7 is Bruno. Here we go. 7 is Bruno. 10 is Watkins. 3 is Haaland. 6 is Gabriel. That's your guesses. 6 for Gabriel. 5 for Mbuemo. 7 for Fernandes. Three for João Pedro. Let's see. Great to meet you at Goodwood, Harry. How are we doing, Nick? I lost so much money at Goodwood. Well, not loads of money. Like, I don't bet very much, but the amount that I took to bet on the horses, I did lose 5 of the 7 races. But Eze or Richarlison, I'd probably start Richarlison. Not sure about Watkins. I think Villa looks so good again, to be honest. Watkins or Alvarez. Alvarez isn't a very Harry pick. Udogie plays left back for Spurs. Why not Richarlison? I just want to see Spurs and how they perform over the first 2. So, where have I got the fixtures? Yeah, so they play Brentford away, United at home over the first 2. Let me just wait and see what happens. So, how come Mbuemo over Eze easier fixtures? So, my predictions tell me if I'm horribly wrong. 3rd, Liverpool. 4th, Manchester United. 5th. 5th's difficult. Because without Nkunku, I don't think it'll be Chelsea anymore. Sadly, I don't think it'll be us. Without Kane, will it be Spurs either? People are going to hate this. 8th. This is where it becomes a little bit more difficult. It's going to be Chelsea in there, surely. Who is Spurs' new penalty taker? We don't actually know the answer to that. That's a good question. Could it be Maddison? Maddison took some, not very successfully, though. I'll worry about Bournemouth. And then Aston Villa 5th. Aston Villa 5th isn't impossible. I nearly put them there, but United are 4th. United are fourth. United are fourth. Right. Question time. Who's the best striker to pair with Haaland? Probably Watkins. How long have we got? 34 seconds. It's time to spin it again. What number do you want? These 5 minutes are much better. It's much more exciting. How could Doggy... No, I like to carry 0.5. Which is what I'm carrying. Spurs will not make top 6, I bet you. Thoughts on Diogo Jota? Yeah, I think he's fine. I guess the minutes thing that really worries me for all those Liverpool forwards. Anyone heard about Ortega starting? No City news yet, but we're hoping we get it before the deadline. Onana, Stones to Chilwell game week 2. Like, don't bother with him game week 1 if you're just going to make a game week 2 transfer like that, to be honest. People book in transfers way too much. For me, it's one of the biggest errors that people make. Playing this game. Sorry, I didn't spin, did I? If we get news Foden starts, it is going to be tempting. Number 3. Of course. If anyone knows me well enough. It is, of course, Ollie Watkins. Remove. It is, of course. So. Am I not worried about Chilwell's minutes with Cucurella? No, Cucurella is so far behind what Chilwell is as a footballer as well. Branthwaite for Everton. I mean, I just don't necessarily know he's going to start, so no. And I don't like Pickford's great because he'll make a lot of saves as well, so you have that extra route. I wonder who number 10 is. Wilson over Watkins. No, Wilson's not been starting all the games in pre-season. No Brighton attackers. Correct. What about Diaby? I think Diaby's a nice option. Yeah, I think Diaby's nice, but I just prefer Buemo. These are my opinions. I know there are people in the chat that are like, oh, I'm going to copy your team. But FPL is, the joy of it is having your team and doing with it what you want. And it will be impossible for you to copy my team this season. So, yeah. Enjoy FPL as a hobby and don't stress about it too much. I know I do because I do this 5 times a week, but I love it. But yeah, don't stress about it as a game. It is a hobby. It's just meant to be making watching football even more enjoyable than it already is. But I'll tell you now, will be impossible for you to copy my team all season. Good to have you back. What's the numbers, mate? Oh, we're just revealing the team slowly but surely. We've just passed 7.8 million sign-ups to the to FPL so far this season. You've got a similar team, but I haven't copied. That's fine. To be honest, my team's the template. People will be like, it's not very exciting. This is why I'm not hiding anything for this, because if you've seen any other team on Twitter, it's the same, or on YouTube, it is virtually the same. So I'm not hiding anything crazy. What age am I, if you don't mind me asking? I've just turned 25. I turned 25 like a month ago, almost a month ago to the day. Bench boost game week 1. Yes, sorry, I said I would talk about this, and I also said we would do football shirt giveaways, which we are also going to do. The deadline is now only just over an hour away. I knew when I put the stream in for 2.5 hours that it actually wouldn't be long enough. So we need to reveal a player. We need to talk about bench boost game week 1, and yes, and yeah, do the football shirts. 2 football shirts that I will give away, if not 3, depending on how kind I'm feeling. But so the reason that bench boost game week 1 is spit it out, Harry. Later on in the season, when we normally play our bench boost, there are normally big double game weeks towards the end of the season. There are going to be less of them this season because there is less disruption in the Premier League, and there are less weekends that clash with the Premier League in terms of the Cup. We're going back to how FPL was 5 years ago before COVID and everything added loads of double game weeks to the season. So there are going to be less big double game weeks, and the double game weeks predicted at the end of the season are not going to be great for the teams that, like, the lower down the league teams that have cheaper assets that you need. It's going to be difficult to build a team for a bench boost. So that means playing it at the end of the season holds a little bit less power. And then people are thinking, well, they can play it now, particularly because there are good fixtures for some of the likes of Everton, some of the cheaper teams that you'd want in game week 1. You can get rid of it. So it means at the end of the season, you're not focused all the time about thinking about building a squad and wildcarding in order to play your bench boost. Now, the only issue with playing it in game week 1 then, if we think game week 1 and game week 35, for example, are equal in terms of points, whether it's a double or a single, because the double at the end doubles at the end are not that great, but you then basically at the start of the season are forced into using more transfers to take money out of the bench. If you do it with like a 4.5 defender, a 4 million defender, then great, but it's not really possible. So you are committing a lot of early transfers to take that money out of the bench, or you're just going to have loads of money sat there. If, for those people who are bench boosting early on, if Salah does really well, it's going to be very difficult for them to go and get him, for example. So I don't love it. Why will it be impossible for people to copy my teams? Because there'll be weeks like I make a transfer on a Monday and the prices go up and like you might be priced out. So why Udogie? He's playing left back. He looks really attacking for Spurs, but we need to spin the wheel again. Who are we going to be? Is it going to be number 10? It is. Or is it? It is. Why Udogie? Yeah, we've done that one. Does have no City or United defender cover concern you? You're having doubts. I like the defenders that I've picked, to be honest, so not massively. I think I'm okay with it. I think they're good teams. I think they'll keep clean sheets, but yeah. I wonder who number 10 is. I wonder. It is, of course, Sir Harry Kane. Who else would it be playing up front? And my captain for game week 1. Erling Haaland, of course. We are left with 2 to pick. Obviously, Visa, imagine. João Pedro, no Haaland. Why is Edison a doubt? Because there have been rumours that Pep is going to go with... That Pep is going to go with Ortega in goal. We have nothing concrete. So, is Haaland captain ever a question going to be? Yes, I actually think it's a question in game week 1 because I do think that Rashford and Saka have good chances of outscoring him. Okay chances of outscoring him this season. Looking forward to the season. Jackson versus Watkins. What makes you go Watkins? I'm just so much more sure what I'm going to get with Watkins than what I think I'm going to get with Jackson at Chelsea. Why no Brighton attack? There's just a lot of point sharing, I think, going on there. Like, I can't own them all. It's not because yeah, I think they're bad options. It's not because I think they're bad options. I just think that I like the players that I picked. I'm not picking Brighton because I don't think they're going to score goals. I'm not picking City defenders, and I'm not picking Manchester United defenders because I think that they are bad options. But I'm picking the players that I've picked because I think they are better early on for scoring points and allowing me squad structure as well. So Haaland, Salah worth the risk. So we're going to spin once more. We're going to go again. One midfielder and one defender still to go. City team news could change my lineup. It is possible. If something crazy comes out, like someone's injured, or like if we get news that De Bruyne's not ready, there was rumours of a Kovacic injury. Like if these things happen, then I might... Foden in for Martinelli is not impossible. Especially if I get FOMO, and I see a lot of people doing it. But I'm pretty certain that this will be the team I go with. Let's spin it again. Let's get these last two done. And then we can give away a football shirt. Number 6 is our defender. Oh, I need to get 6 again. I forgot to remove it from the wheel. No. I need to get 6. This is really fun. I forgot to remove it. Those asking if I have a league. Yes, I do have a league, and I'm raising money for charity as well with that league. Everyone who beats me in my league will donate 20p to charity, and there are currently 20,000 people in that league. So I suddenly realised that I may have absolutely made a blunder if I have a bad season. Because if I lose, if let's say I become like 5,000th in the league, which is very possible with the amount of people that there are, that I could be donating like hundreds of, like $1,000 to charity, which is a great cause. And, you know, I just have to donate a lot of my money to it. Yes. Those asking in the chat about how you could become a member, if you go, that's Ross's page. God, I'm such a fanboy. If you go on my page, once you subscribe, there's a little join button there. And then they've got the different levels that you've got here. So base tier gets you like stream perks. It gets you like priority replies in the comments. Your mid tier gets you your members only content. I think that's the best one. That is new this year. You get members only streams once a week. You get vlogs as well, where I talk about a hot topic. I review the game week as well. And then there's more expensive ones if you want help with your team as well. Sorry, number 6. And only one more to review. So I did make a TikTok on Watkins, but I've seen his form in pre-season. I've seen the way Villa have strengthened. And yeah, I've changed my mind a little bit on him. Apparently Rico Lewis is starting. Could you imagine? Just imagine if Stones gets benched. Like, could you? I'm not saying he is. That's not me saying he is. That's just me hypothetically saying that, you know, City could rotate. City could rotate. Why Chile over Stones? The attacking threat is there. City do have loads of defenders. Imagine if Rico Lewis starts. That would be crazy stuff. That would be actually crazy. Where's the guy who has City team news? What's his name? What is his name? What is his name? Ross tweeted about him, didn't he? FPL main road. Here we go. Rumours Rico Lewis starts. Where are you seeing these rumours? Where are you seeing these rumours? I see no rumours. Let me search in Rico Lewis, because that would be a real spanner in the works. Oh, I have the account that's tweeted about Rico Lewis blocked. That is also always a good sign. If you ever see someone tweeting team news, and they're not true, like, just block it. So yeah, easiest way to remember who's true or not. With 0.1 million in the bank. Oh, Flapjack has. Martinelli and 1 million in the bank, or Bruno and 0.5, I think. Will you be able to see my team every week before deadline? Every week? No, because there's also some weeks that I'm going to miss the deadline as well. So, like, there'll be weeks I'm not able to stream. There'll be weeks that I make a transfer on a Monday and the prices will change. So, he's en route to the festival. Why don't I like the Onana pick? I think he's okay, but I'm not sure he's worth 5 million, basically. Don't use your chips in the first week, is my advice. Someone's saying you need to buy a membership to see my team. I have said to my members, and I will say it very strongly again here, what you get being a normal subscriber versus being a member is only different to my help with your team. You do not get early access to my team. You do not get my transfers being a member. I am never putting any of my team accessible behind a paywall, and I will never do it. You cannot pay me to copy my team. Just to make it clear. And I've told my members this as well. Planet FPL bench boosting. I know James is bench boosting. I sent him a voice note about it, and we spoke about it as well. Like, his structure works. It's not something I want to do, but the league code is there, and if you beat me, 20p goes to charity. Now, you probably think, oh, well, that doesn't matter. If 1,000 people beat me in the league, then I donate £200 to charity at the end of the season. If 5,000 people beat me in the league, then I will donate £1,000 to charity at the end of the year. I appreciate those guys who support me, saying that I'll never put... If someone offered me 100 grand for your team, would I do it? No. I set a precedent. My team will never be behind a paywall. Like, what you get with the memberships is you get members-only content, which is great. Like, the member stream today was so much fun. You get me talking rubbish about different topics. Like, I'm not going to play it, but, like, I sit in my bedroom and I talk about things. So you get these, like... Whoa... I don't quite know what's going on. You get me sitting in my bedroom talking about something, just like a vlog. You get, members only streams. You get me helping you with your team, but you do not get my team behind a paywall. Ever. Ever. And you have my word. I think I've had good ranks over the past 3 seasons, but I don't think anyone is good enough, particularly myself, is good enough at this game every year consistently to put their team behind a paywall. So, Watkins or Chilwell for game week 1. I'd start Watkins. I'd favour the attacker. That also being said, what's the WhatsApp group about? Yeah, so there's a group chat for all the members as well, just to chat with each other. And if you're in a high enough group chat, then I chat as well. What it also does mean, though, is that there will be some weeks that you won't see my team. And that's not because members get it and you regular subscribers don't. But there'll be some weeks that I make a transfer on a Monday and the price goes up. Like, it's just how FPL plays. I don't tweet all my transfers when I make them. I'm here to help you become better managers. That's the aim, hopefully, of my channel. Why don't I play as badly as possible and donate more? Or do I hate charity? I mean, I'm the only person doing this, so I can't hate charity too much. Why Pickford? Their fixtures are really nice. Let's get this over and done with, shall we? Let's just do this one. And then we'll give away a football shirt as well. There is 6,500 of you watching. Once we hit 2,000 likes on the stream, we'll do the football shirt. Oh, it's number 7. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Aye. Foden or Trossard? I mean, I'm not certain on either, but I'd probably go... I wouldn't go Trossard. Will Rico Lewis play? We don't know. Like, apparently it's being rumoured, but... Who's it going to be? Guesses in the chat. Is it A... I've got... I'm going to give you some options. Is it A... People saying Salah. I'm not sure you've measured my team value well enough. Is it A... Bruno Fernandes? B... Maddison? C... Foden? Or D... Richarlison? A... Bruno? B... Foden? C... Maddison? Bruno. I mean, okay, I may as well give you A. Bruno, B. Bruno, C. Bruno, D. Bruno. Of course. Of course. It's A. Shock. Shock. We need less than 100 likes, so let's start the football shirt giveaway as well. So this will not be the last one. We'll do two. I think 2 of these before the Game Week 1 deadline. It will be a Premier League shirt, or if you're a Barca fan, you can have a Barca shirt this season. Any name on the back, and as long as I can find a way to ship it to you, even if I order it to my house and I ship it to you across the world, I will find a way to get it to you wherever you are. Okay? I will find a way. So, the way we're going to do this, it's quite simple. I mean, if you're not subscribed, you need to be subscribed to be entered into this. So make sure you subscribe now and write something in the chat quickly, because that's how YouTube picks it. I'm going to gift a membership. So not only do you get a football shirt, you also get a membership for a month. And whoever it gives it to will be the person who wins a membership for a month, and they will also get a football shirt of their choice as well. So let's click the button. Waiting for it. Button has been clicked. It is loading. This is number 1. There will be more, so don't worry. I can't even keep up with the chat to work out who's got it. If you win, please message me on Instagram or Twitter. There it is. Loading. As if Immortal, one of the biggest supporters of the channel, has won the first football shirt. Immortal, if you're in the chat, say hello. Is he there? Is he there? Is he there? Immortal. As if. What are the chances? It's going to seem so rigged. This guy, he's like the person who comments first at the bottom of every single video with the same emojis. He's the absolute GOAT of the channel. And as if he just won it. I feel like I need to do 2 more because people are going to think that's rigged. I'm quite happy for his support just to give him one. People are going to say it's rigged. People are going to think it's so rigged. Oh, no. There will be more. There will be more. So don't worry. And it will be given to people where it's not a fix. We'll do 2 more because people are gonna think that's so rigged. Oh no. Cough, rigged cough. Anyway, back to FPL questions for a minute. We have less than an hour to the deadline. That's as if we've done that. Let me get this up and let's put my team up on screen now. We will do more of those. As if he's won. Rigged. It's not. We'll be doing more of them, but as if. Cool. So let's go back to the football. Let's go back to the FPL questions as well. Let me slow the chat down because I actually can't read what's going on. Will Archer hold price? Worried about Mbama. Archer is lower owned, so potentially he might also become a starter if he gets a Premier League move as well. Immortal messaged me on one of the others. What I think of Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is a good option. I'm so uncertain about who's going to start for who's going to start in those front positions for Liverpool. So that's enough to put me off, to be honest. That's enough to put me off. Why Mbuemo over Mitoma? The fixtures are better long term. And he's on all set pieces. He's on penalties. So corners, free kicks, penalties, the lot. Why Chilwell? Fair amount of good options at the back. And Chilwell is one of them, I think. Why Martinelli over Odegaard? I think while Jesus is out, Martinelli's minutes are good. He was on some set pieces as well recently. He's so explosive. My Game Week 2 transfer, I always hope to not make a transfer going into Game Week 2. Always hope to not make a transfer going into Game Week 2. Thank you very much. Nice. Why no Pedro? Because I like Archer if he gets a Premier League move, to be honest. Yeah. Why Archer, not Obama? And why first bench, not Udogi? I mean, Archer's not going to play. He's pushing for a move, so he's not even going to be on the bench. Superman or Botman? Probably Botman. Good one. What team do I support? Chelsea. Do I think Barm is risky or still a good option? I don't think he'll start. I think he'll come off the bench. Hype for the start of the season. What do I think of Havertz? As a Chelsea fan, I can't recommend anyone picking Havertz. Why no Richarlison? He's a good pick, but whilst the first 2 fixtures are not great for them, away at Brentford, United at home, yeah, I want to wait and see. giveaway not fair. Well, we're going to do more, so I can't tell if these people are actually serious saying the giveaway is not fair, because like I can't rig it. YouTube randomly picks people and it's not even me doing it. But anyway, why do Liverpool to prepare for game week 2? Like, I just like the fixtures that I've got. Game week 1 is hard away at Chelsea, so how are we doing, Lee? One a Botman over Udogie, because I think Botman might drop in price before I buy him. Archer won't leave, by the way. Archer is heavily linked with leaving. Best 4.5 keeper. I mean, I'm going Pickford. Is Man United good even if the striker is currently injured? Yes, because it will actually be Rashford who probably plays up front. You love YouTube from Nepal. Welcome. Who's Archer linked to? Both Crystal Palace and Sheffield United. And like heavily linked to Sheffield United as well. I'm keeping an eye on any early team news as well. Keeping an eye on any early team news. I don't see anything particularly reliable yet, but let's see. Edison in goal. I wouldn't buy Edison. Thank you, Joe and Springer. Thank you for joining as members. I wouldn't buy Edison because I just think he's not. Like, I don't think he's worth 5.5 million at all. Why am I going Pickford over Onana? Onana's great. Like, he's one of my top options as well. But for me, Pickford is like good with their opening fixtures and rotates well with Turner as well. Thoughts on Jota, Rashford, Odegaard, Saka and Jota midfield, and Pedro, Watkins, Haaland front three. It's really nice. I just think there's a lot of value in those 6.5 million midfielders that I would... I'd probably want to have one of those in my team. I think they're all very good. So any transfers before deadline, I mean, unlikely, but with City team news, I can't promise anything. But I mean, my team is very template anyway. So, when is a good time to bring in Eze and Mbeumo? I'd just start with Mbeumo. I don't think you need to plan transfers like that too far ahead, to be honest. Sorry, clicking a pen must be very annoying. Why no Jackson? Chelsea's attack without Nkunku I worry about a little bit. What am I going to do if Haaland's benched? If Haaland's benched, I will probably sell. Watkins to Jackson. I'll basically find a way to do Archer to João Pedro, and I might bench Haaland. So, like, I'll do Udogie down to a 4 million and then do Archer to João Pedro and bench Haaland probably. If we get news that Haaland is... Yeah, if we get news that Haaland isn't... There's nothing to say Haaland isn't starting, by the way. Will João Pedro start? I think so. He's predicted to start by most Brighton fans. What's my route to Reece James? I mean, I've got 500,000 in the bank here. I could do a Estupiñan to Reece James in game week 3 if I feel like I need to. Haaland's not going to be benched. No, not at all. Why Udogie? Right. So, reason I'm, doing Udogie is this. 946 likes on this tweet. Ooh, dear. Is that if you have your defenders as Chelsea, Arsenal, Luton, and then Chelsea, Arsenal, Luton, Brighton, and then one of Spurs Newcastle, and then in game week 4 you sell your Brighton defender to your other of Spurs Newcastle, you get a really, really nice rotation. Like, things are set up really nice. So the rotation here is really good. This is why I've gone with these defenders. So game week 1, you play Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton, of course. Game week 2, the issue is they're all away, but you play Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton, Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton again for the first 3. Game week 4, you bench Gabriel and you play your Spurs defender away at Burnley. You can play your Luton defender at home to West Ham, but you'll probably play your Brighton defender at home to Newcastle. It's probably where we're at. Game week 5 comes around, your Arsenal defender comes back in. You play Bournemouth, Everton, Sheffield United. Great fixtures there, right? Game week 6 comes around, you've got your Newcastle defender in. It's the only week that you have to play your Luton defender, playing at wing back, at home to Wolves in game week 6. This way, you bench your Arsenal player against Spurs. You bench your Spurs defender against Arsenal, a game where I expect both to score. You play your Newcastle defender, of course, against Sheffield United. You play your Luton defender at home to Wolves, and you play your Chelsea defender at home to Villa. Game week 7, Fulham, Bournemouth, Burnley. Again, you bench your Spurs defender against Liverpool, and of course, you bench your Luton defender. Game week 8, you bench your Arsenal player against City because your Spurs player has Luton. Chelsea and Newcastle have great fixtures. Then game week 9. Game week 9 is the only interesting one, but you play your Chelsea defender at home to Arsenal. Like, that's fine. And game week 10, again, you could play your Spurs defender away at Palace, but this works like really, really well. This works really, really well. That's why I'm going with the defence that I am. And if Spurs are going to be scoring a lot of goals, they have also signed a new centre-back. Sorry, I keep doing that. I keep just not talking. So it sounds like we've got some team news. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, please go make sure you do. I wasn't necessarily particularly surprised by this, but apparently Phil Foden is starting for Manchester City, as per reported by the FPL newsletter. They have been, very reliable in the past with team news. Very reliable as well. So, if you want Foden, if you want Foden, he is going to start tonight apparently. De Bruyne starts. I'm surprised De Bruyne starts. That means surely Alvarez can't start. That means Alvarez surely is on the bench. Surely that means Alvarez is on the bench as well. Interesting. Foden will be rotated to bits. Yeah. Like, I think he might get a return tonight, but I don't like... I'm getting FOMO now. And FOMO on Foden. Let's see. What's his ownership now? Grealish or Foden? Means Foden up front and Harler benched. It's now 7.8. Interested to see how much that goes up before the deadline. Kabore or Bulldog? Kabore is the cheap one I've gone with. Ooh, so this is... Imagine if Stones is benched. I don't think he will be. Like, I think Stones will start, but... No Stones or Guardiola. Apparently both John Stones and Guardiola are... These guys are normally accurate. I'm so surprised at that. I'm just sharing this news, but the Chilwell ownership is going to go... Wow. I'm surprised by this. I want to see more people tweet that, but... Wow. Wow. I can remove the new player revealed every 20 minutes. Can remove that. That is... I am so surprised at that. Wow. Imagine if it's Cancelo that starts. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Well, apparently Foden is. Bloody Pep. Foden is. So De Bruyne, yes. Foden, yes. Apparently no Stones or Guardiola, according to these guys. And they did get City team news at the end of last season. They did get City team news at the end of last season. And also, hang on a minute. Oh, I thought Team News and Ticks had retweeted them, but they haven't. But the Rico Lewis news then looks very accurate, doesn't it? Is Grealish starting? Grealish, starts most of them. Where's my team? I didn't have him anyway. I've finished. I've drunk so much water. Without Grealish, we don't know that yet. I imagine we'll get more closer to the deadline. I just closed it by accident. Guys, if you are enjoying, please make sure you've liked the stream and subscribe if you are new around here as well. Let me get the... Everyone's tweeting it now, apparently, so people must trust it. Hang on. We're doing more. There's more. We're not over. It's not over. More carnage. Nothing's loading. Come on. Got to get you the news. Foden or Bruno. I still would go Bruno. But... another reliable City source. Also saying this, guys, if you've joined as a membership during this stream and it's not gifted and you've actually like signed up for it in a mid-tier or a top tier, drop me a DM on either Instagram or Twitter and I'll get you added to the group chats over the weekend. I'm going out straight after this stream though. So we have 2 cases. Sorry, I am... One sec. Sorry, my dad's first year of playing FPL and he has got him in his team. Are we sleeping on De Bruyne? Right, I'm back. I'm back with you. So, second keeping Flecken. Oh, my phone that my TikTok is running out of battery. My phone is running out of battery. One sec. Right. You want the dad level membership. Same case. Eparaptor's looking at the FPL newsletter as well. Yeah, so, and also this guy gave Ross team news last year and he's now just started tweeting it. Watkins versus Jackson. I'm going Watkins. March over Matoma. No, they're signing Kudus, who's likely to play on the right wing. Cancelo is starting, is he? Well, I wouldn't... Like, I'm not buying Cancelo, but... Could you imagine? Cancelo's season has returned. Who's playing in their defence? Diaz isn't travelled. Hang on a minute. Who's even starting for them? Who's even starting? That must be Ake, Akanji, Lewis, Walker. Ake, Akanji, Lewis, Walker. Or anyone else. We just need the keeper now. We just need the goalkeeper. I tweeted that I hit 70k subs right as the City team news came out. Stones is apparently not playing. Apparently there's no John Stones. Ake, Akanji, Walker, Lewis, or Sergio Gomez or Cancelo. Laporte's apparently leaving. Pep, it's game week 1, Pep. It's game week 1. Can you not give us all a break? Right, we need to do another football shirt, don't we? Whilst all the others, there's going to be another football shirt coming someone's way. There's going to be another football shirt coming Oh God, I almost just bought 20 memberships. No. Say hello in the chat. There'll be one more after this. Why no Brighton attack? Why? Why no Brighton attack? I think the points just get shared so much. Let's keep refreshing these. See if we get anything more. Just trying to help him. Right, in it comes. I swear, if it's someone else who's really active in the channel, I'm just going to have to keep doing these until people I don't know wins. We'll do one more after this, closer to the deadline. It's gone through. Who's going to win the membership and a football shirt of their choice? Jack Kelly. Jack Kelly, congratulations. Are you in the chat? I know there's a long time limit, so say hello if you are in the chat and message me on Twitter and Instagram saying you won the giveaway. And then we will do one more close to the deadline as well. Jack, welcome. Thank you. We'll do one more football shirt closer to the deadline as well. Congratulations. So, Foden, yes. De Bruyne, yes. Gvardiol, no. And John Stones, no, apparently in the lineup for Manchester City. I'm checking the 2 places. Hey, it's me, Jack Kelly. I'm going to get messages from people on Twitter trying to claim that they're them, but I'm going to get proof of it. I'm going to ask for his driver's license or something. Dean, thank you for signing up as the top tier member. Again, message me on Twitter if you guys, do sign up. 2,000 likes on the stream. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We are locking in for the season though. We are going to be back every single game week, apart from game week 2, because I've got to go to a wedding next Friday. And, well, I don't have to go, of course. I want to go. But I have a wedding next Friday, which means I actually missed the deadline. I thought the deadlines would all be Saturday morning, but the Premier League threw 4 Friday night deadlines at us in a row. Kudos deal off. Enciso from number 11 to 10. Oh, okay. That makes March a better pick. Why no Brighton attack? We've done that. Started Doggy over Chilwell this week. No, because I'm backing Brentford to score. I back Liverpool to score as well, but Chilwell's on all set pieces. What would prove you're not Jack? If anyone wants, my dad has gone for Reece James as his John Stones replacement. Oh, I should call my team name Pep Harriola. That is a good one. I do like that. Live stream at the wedding. Feel like it's a bit of a push. Where did we get to on the team predictions? Oh, there's a long way to go. That's not one for half an hour before the Game Week 1 deadline when there is team news coming out, is it? Behave yourself, Harry. I am going to, I don't know if it's massively interesting, but I am planning on tweeting my dad's team out every week. The rules are, with him, is you're allowed to watch all my content and all my streams, and I will remind him when the deadlines are, but less of the one-to-one help. I mean, I'll text him. He doesn't need to watch all my streams. I'll text him if someone gets benched or someone like that. But I'm going to tweet it out as well, see what people think. 15 minutes. Oh no, don't tell me team news and ticks. Ha! He's back. Team News and Ticks is back. We are doing it all over again, and I will mute my mic this time. Team News and Ticks saying 15 minutes over on Instagram. How do I screen mute? I need to make sure my screen is on mute so I don't do what I did last time. Right, there is however long. I'm going to leave my team up on screen. I am desperate for the toilet, so I will be 30 seconds until I get back. Don't go anywhere. Right, I'm back, but I need more water. So you can count to 20 and then I'll be back again. Right, we're back. We're back. My dad is watching the stream and he's very excited that you're all interested in his team. So everyone say hello. Everyone say hello. Is there team news? I didn't wash my hands. I get this every time. You didn't wash your hands. I did. Everyone say hello to my family. Sell Stones or bench. I think if he's going to do it once, he could do it again. So I'd sell it. Thanks, chat. Thank you. Right. Where are we? Yeah. For anyone who's new to the channel, Team News and Ticks, who were good for Team News last year, they put up a video and it had the like clickbait noises of you know what in the background, and I played it live on stream in front of 2,000 people, and that was bad enough, and there are now 6,000 of you in here. If you guys haven't, of course, liked the stream, please head over and do that now. And again, anyone who's watching who's not subscribed, we are giving away one more football shirt during the stream, and it is only to subscribers, so you have to be subscribed. Right. How long have we got? When did they say? 6:01, so quarter past. Quarter past. Right. Any more for any more on any of the others? Yeah, leak lineups on Instagram. Does Alvarez start? Probably not if Foden and De Bruyne both start. Ooh, how much is Udogie? Only 4.5, playing left back for Spurs. Kabore, he rotates well when I need him. So there is this like a rotation that I plan on doing. I don't even have it open with the 4 defenders that I've got. And in 1 week, I need a defender. Kabore is the only 4.0 that has a good fixture. And he's playing wing back as well. He was already favoured and then that happened. Hi, Harry. You have Chilwell. Should I get James over Timber for Stones? The double Chelsea is going to become popular. You bet my dad won the t-shirt. That's good. Good joke. I appreciate that one. James or like my top Stones replacements, right? If you don't have Chilwell, Estupiñan, Gabriel, go and get it. And then, to be honest, I think I just have Stones, Chilwell, Gabriel, and then a 4.5 and a 4 is probably the way I would go now. Why Archer first sub? I mean, I could change them, to be fair. We're going to... Archer gets 0 minutes, so it doesn't actually make a difference. Doesn't actually make a difference. It's crashed half an hour before the deadline. It's crashed. Apparently the app is still fine. The app normally lasts longer. Is Stones bench then? Yes. Oh, it's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. Why don't I trust Udogie versus Brentford instead of Chilwell? Just the attacking threat is better. Has my swap of subs gone through? Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. Get on your phone, everyone. Fine for you. Lucky you. Ooh. It's like very temperamental. Make sure... Apparently Stones isn't starting, so... I just back Chilwell's like... Because he's on set pieces as well, so you have extra routes to points. It's all about the routes to points this season. Right. What time is it? 7,600 of you in here. Right. We have 4 minutes. Oh, we need to give away another football shirt as well. Oh no. When are we doing that? We'll do that after the team news. Is it a problem for not having a way out of Pedro at the moment? A little bit, but no, it's not swapping. It hasn't swapped my bench around. It has on my phone, but it hasn't on here. Like, my team on my phone looks different to the team on... I've got him first sub, but on the screen he's second sub, and when I refresh both, like, one of them is wrong. One of them is wrong. So, Foden, yes. De Bruyne, yes. Foden, yes. De Bruyne, yes. Stones, no. Gvardiol, no. Can I... The team has been saved. Right. Fine if on the phone the app pulls data better. I'm just worried that it's going to, like, move my captaincy armband onto, like, Watkins or Pickford or someone. Pep crashed FPL. Like, to be fair, like, what would the... I know Premier League don't consider, like, FPL, but putting Man City as the first game of the first game week was never a good idea. Like, we just knew we were going to get team news for it. It's the one team that everyone really wants the team news for. Like, they knew it was going to happen. Like, maybe they want it. Maybe they want the game to crash, but they need the sign-ups. We've hit 8 million sign-ups as well for Game Week 1. If the only thing that's left to change is if Edison's not starting. But I don't even know if I can make the transfer. I'm not even sure I can make the change. Buddy, I'm going to make the change. But I'm probably going to... I can't sing on stream. Not that you guys want me to sing on stream anyway. It's almost loading. Right. Let's wait and see. 8,000 of you in and watching. If you have not liked and if you have not subscribed as well, please do so. It is 1 minute, and then we don't have that long until the deadline either. And then we've got a football shirt to give away as well. Everyone on TikTok, either double tap the screen to like it there or come and win a football shirt over on YouTube as well. Chilwell to Shaw, no, Chilwell is definitely the one I'm going with. Salah and Archer or Bruno Watkins, it depends if you need to start both. Salah and Archer is fine if you only start Salah. Bruno Watkins is not fine if you need to start both. What's the first change for this team? I don't actually know. I am considering Turner out to Ortega if Edison doesn't start, which there are rumours. That's the 1:15 bells outside my house, so that means there's team news coming. He always leaves it a minute. Right, do I play it to you all or not? Do I mute the screen or do I play it to you as well if it's a video? Do I take the risk? Do I risk... Grealish doesn't start. There's no Grealish. No Grealish. Foden must be on the left. That's bad for Foden. That's not good for Foden. Because if Foden's on the left, Grealish is the number one, I think. That worries me for Foden. Is that it? Where's everyone saying they got Edison news from? That Grealish news is massive. I don't think that's particularly good for Foden. We don't know who's playing in goal, do we? We haven't got the goalkeeper. It's not a video. It's just screenshots. De Bruyne starts. No Stones. No Vardiol. Foden starts. Grealish doesn't start. The only thing we're missing is a goalkeeper. Why is it worrying me for Foden? Because it means that Foden's likely to play on the left, which is Grealish's best position. And I feel like Grealish is nailed. We don't have the goalkeeper though, do we? It's not a video. What's Grealish's ownership? Full team use. I would give it to you if I had it. It might mean Alvarez is starting. Who's playing on the right wing? Unless they're playing Bernardo Silva out there. I feel like Bernardo Silva has to start. Why is he... What has Pep done? Whoa. Okay. The only thing we don't have is the keeper that we need. The only thing we don't have is the goalkeeper. Let me see if I can find it. I imagine it will be Edison. The fest where everyone is must be chaos. Must be absolute chaos. Stones is not starting. No. Holly announced it. Edison. It's so hot in this room. I am sweating. I don't see anything on who the goalkeeper is. I don't see anything on who the goalkeeper is. Oh, yeah. Is Haaland in? No, Haaland is, I think, starting. Is Foden not starting? Foden starting. Stones not starting. Grealish not starting. Leaked lineups. Yeah, but leaked lineups is blocked. Like it's not legit. You buy a blue tick and you call yourself leaked lineups. Okay, apparently it's Edison. Okay, right. I think we're done then. Just a football shirt to give away. Servers are down. Oh, they are. They are. They've actually crashed. They've actually crashed. What does my team look like? It's the same Harry as it's looked for the past 4 hours. I don't know why I'm worrying. Alvarez in and start over Eze or Pedro. Don't buy Alvarez. It's too big a risk. It's too big a risk. Do I always share my team? Like, maybe at deadline, but if I make a transfer on a Monday to catch a price rise, then... my last team is currently here, but... Oh, there it is. Let me not refresh it anymore. João Pedro or Welbeck. João Pedro. Because Ferguson will get some minutes. Ferguson will get some minutes. Who is 100% City defender playing? We don't actually know, but I think Akanji must be starting. I can't see who else it is. You're sitting on a beach in New Jersey. Lucky you. Are we missing out on Liverpool players? I mean, it's too late now. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, shirty shirt. Yes, that's true. Right. Final football shirt to be given away. I need to actually write these down. His name was... Right. Say hello in the chat. Make sure you've liked as well. And if you aren't subscribed, I'll give you 30 seconds to subscribe and write something in the chat to join. And I'll do questions while that's happening. Mbuemo or Eze or Richarlison? Mbuemo, still my number one. He's the one in my team. I'm afraid from Pickford. My team's done. Yeah, everyone say hello to my dad. Thanks again for the amazing stream. No worries. No worries. Cool, let's do it. It's gone through. Is Stones not starting? No. Stones is not starting. God, I'm not going to be able to see it. Callum Mackey. Callum Mackey. Mackey? I can't even. It's too quick. There's too much going on. Callum Mackey won it. Say hello in the chat. Right, questions. A doggy and by Foden? No. I don't even know if he's in the chat. Mbuemo or Pedro? Mbuemo. Martinelli or Odegaard? Like Martinelli's in my team. Hi Callum, welcome. You won the football shirt. Send me a... Sorry, hang on one sec. You've won a football shirt. Apparently Andy's taken Gabriel out of his team. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Let me... What do we do? Guardiola can cover week one. Udogie can cover week one. United at home. Like, it's okay. Oh no. I'm panicking now. Panic is on my face. Oh, if he's that would...
I feel like if they've sent me a message to say that, then there must be something behind it. I'm not going to tell you what they've said, but the way they've written it, I'm just not.
Oh no.
Not sure.
Andy's sold Gabriel. Sorry, I haven't spoken in about a minute. Andy has sold Gabriel. in.
I don't know. I'm not happy about that because I've had Gabriel I've had Gabriel ever since the game launched. I've had it ever since the game launched. Had him, sorry.
I mean, it's down. I can't even make the transfer anyway. Like, I can't even get the transfer through either way. Raptors changed them as well. Can I actually do the transfer? I have 3 minutes to confirm it. Stay away from Saliba. Why? Mine won't change. James or Chilwell, don't do it. Gabriel is out.
Let me know if you're also nervous. It would be nice for other people to feel nervous with me. Right, I'll get this off the screen because people are asking to see my team and you can't see it because I've got this huge thing in the middle of the screen.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Raptor's done it. Raptor hasn't done it. Saliba is fine. You got 2 minutes. I know. Is there that much between the two of them? Anyway, I'm going to do it. I don't want to take the risk. I don't even know if it's gone through. Like, I don't even know if I can get it to go through. I don't even know if it's gone through. I don't even know if it's gone through and the site has crashed. I clicked do it, but I don't know. I tried to do Gabriel to... I'm refreshing it and nothing's happening. I tried to do Gabriel to Saliba just before the deadline, but this is why it's difficult to... I mean, I'm on my phone and it's not loading either. It's on my phone and it's not loading either. The app is not working. The app's not working. Let me try again. It's just giving me the wheel. I think that's the deadline as well. I don't know what defender I've got. Why am I thinking of Ross? Need to think for yourself. Yeah, but when you get last minute team news, it's difficult to know whether to believe it. Let's see. Let's see. Absolute chaos at the deadline. I mean, what are the chances of all that happening? So, apparently, there's rumours that Gabriel is injured. Stones doesn't start. The template I don't actually know which one I own. I don't actually know which one I own. You got Saliba just in time. Gabriel out with calf problems. Trust bro. I mean, it's too late. I don't actually know which one I own. I had them, and then I clicked the transfer. Here's the deadline. I mean, I don't actually know. I think I have Saliba. I think I made the move in time, but I don't know. I don't actually know. It's chaos. It's chaos. Andy was right. Ah. Right. Didn't work for you, so probably Gabriel. Andy wouldn't. No, Andy wouldn't lie. I'd completely trust that Andy would tell us what his source was telling him. But like Saliba's a good pick on his own, right? I didn't make the transfer in time. I don't know who I own. I don't know. I don't actually know who I've got. It's chaos. The league code above me is raising money for charity. Every person who beats me, those on TikTok, come and find on YouTube, is raising money for charity. Everyone who beats me, you get 20p to charity. And if loads of people beat me, it will be a lot of money to charity. Saliba's decent anyway. Andy's revealing his team, and it's the same as mine. So he's got Udogie as his 4.5 option. He's got Martinelli, Fernandes, Rashford. He's got two to pick, and if it's Pickford and if it's Pickford and Watkins, he has the same team as me. Out of Man City news, Gabriel made the site crash. I mean, the whole thing is chaos. The whole thing is chaos. If you guys are like heading off, we're going to stay for a few minutes, but make sure you've liked and make sure you've subscribed as well. If you are new around here, there is also a minimum of £100. So if I come in the top however many, there is a minimum of £100 to charity. So make sure you subscribe as well, because we'll be giving updates on that league. He's got Watkins as well. He's gone Pickford. His team's the same as mine. It's gone the same as mine. Andy's watching my stream, I think. One sec. Right. That's chaos. I've been streamed for a total of 4 hours today. I stream for 4 hours a day, so I could not save my team. I don't know what defender I own. So we'll see in 45 minutes. We'll see in 45 minutes. So for those of you who are new around here, thank you for watching. There will be there will be a video up on Sunday evening, as there always is every single game week. There's a video up on Sunday evening with me telling you what I think I'm going to do with my team going into the next week. Then there will be a video on either Tuesday or Wednesday of the top 5 players to buy going into the next game week. And then there will be a team selection video on either Thursday or Friday. So that is what we are doing. Then there'll be a deadline stream, of course, at the deadline. Thank you all so much for watching. A crazy stream. I don't even know how to end it. But I've been talking for so long. But guys, the support in preseason has been so crazy. yeah, massively appreciate all the support, all the help, all the likes, all the views. Like, to pass 70k subscribers, and we were sat here this time like last year just hitting 20 is like crazy. Tim, you want a free membership? I gave out a few during the stream. Raptor called me a template player. Honestly, this guy, he wishes he could get ranks like me. I'm joking. I love Ross, but he does like to call me a template manager, even though our teams are almost the same. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have signed up for a membership, if you've won one of the football shirts, one of the three of you, drop me a message on Twitter. Thank you all for watching. If you've signed up for an actual membership yourself and paid, then again, message me on Instagram or Twitter and I'll get you added to the WhatsApp group as well. FPL is finally back on Sunday. We'll be doing the first of the transfer planned video. You got told 5 minutes goes down FPL. The deadline is unfortunately passed. If you want to become a member, you go onto my channel. See, look, I've just got Ross's channel up. That's how much I love him. Oh. And you go to
at where the template is going to shift.
That's one of my members videos that you get, and you click the join button up here once you've subscribed. The mid-tier one is, I think, the best. You get members only streams and stuff as well. Thank you all for watching. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy the football. Enjoy the Premier League being back, whoever you support. I hope you all win, unless you support Liverpool, and then I hope you lose this weekend. But yeah, massive shout out to you all. You've all been incredible support this preseason, and I'm so excited for the season ahead. Fingers crossed we can all get good ranks, but I hope all of you finish 1 point below me this season. Gabriel might be out. Stones might be out. Grealish might be out. We can't do anything more now, can we? Have a great evening all. I appreciate it. Have a little beer to celebrate. Preseason stress is over. It's all smooth sailing from here. Enjoy all. See you all very soon. Bye.